Thank you very much, my colleague Muhammad Ali. And now we are calling the next speaker, Hesham Hanafy, Senior Process Safety Engineer from Egypt. He will talk about HSE safety case demonstration, how hazards are being properly managed. The floor is for you, Mr. Hanafy.
السلام عليكم جميعا.
عليكم السلام.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and of course I need to congratulate you all for this successful event and this successful, inshallah, Jordanian Process Safety Committee and Conference. So I need to give me 1 second to activate the video. Okay, I think I cannot do it, but no problem. Okay, so I think the screen is showing now. It's okay, no problem. So I will be talking today about the HSE safety case, how to demonstrate that our major accidental hazards are controlled. And by the way, we have already started applying this type of studies here in Egypt only 2 years ago as a mandatory requirement for all oil and gas sector. I am Hesham Hanafy as a Senior Process Safety Engineer TUV Ireland and a certified process safety professional from the CCPS, American Institute of Chemical Engineers, working for TUV Ireland, which established 1872 in Cologne, Germany. We are a specialized technique in testing, inspection, and certification, and we are working on the 3 risk reduction enablers, culture, engineering, and management through providing some services studies to our clients. So actually today I'm going to talk about the safety case. So we can have a lot of different types of cases. We can have a safety case, health case, environment case, or security case. This is according to the regulatory requirements. Here in Egypt till now we are calling it as HSE case to cover the health and safety and environmental major accidental hazards. But anyway, if I said by mistake or in purpose safety case, that will be referred to the HSE case also during my presentation. So the main aim of the safety case actually, and the key word of the safety case is demonstration. We are making the safety case to demonstrate that our facilities are designed, constructed, commissioned, operated, decommissioned in a safe way, and to demonstrate to our people, personnel, and regulatory bodies that we are in control and we are minimizing the risks to our personnel, public, and environment. Actually, the main aim of the safety case, as we said, is demonstration, and we need to demonstrate that our risks are in the alarm region as low as reasonably practicable, and to provide reference point to everyone, to make sure that everyone is doing his critical tasks and all of our operations are under control. So sometimes the safety case is a corporate requirements for some corporates like Shell, BP, whatever. Regardless the country they are operating in, they require all the facilities to have their own safety case. Sometimes it's a legal requirement like Seveso 3 in Europe, which led to UK COMA and safety case regulations. And some other times they are only to demonstrate that the HSE, our HSE management is working good, either internally or externally. However, normally any activity that contains some major accidental hazard scenarios should have a safety case. Any facility that contain major accidental hazard scenarios should have their own safety case. Okay, what is the major accidental hazard, or what is the major hazard? Actually, there is a lot of definitions from within COMA onshore or offshore industries. Actually, the best one and the more accurate one, or the most one which can deliver the message is the definition from ADNOC, which is an uncontrolled occurrence in operation of a site or facility leads to severe catastrophic consequences. These consequences may be immediate or delayed, and there will generally be a high potential for escalation. This is the major accidental hazard definition. Okay, all of us, of course, has an idea about the major accidental hazards example in our industry. It may be an H2S release, maybe helicopter helideck operations, maybe hydrocarbons information or blowout, maybe loss of stability, fire and accommodation spaces. All of these are examples of major accidental hazards that we need to demonstrate that they are under control. Therefore, we have the safety case. So the safety case is to provide focus on the activities and the critical equipment that they are in a good shape. That means that our major accidental hazards are being controlled in a nice way. And of course, to demonstrate discharge of duty to public and the stakeholders. We are doing whatever can we do to reduce the risk. This is the use of the safety case. And sometimes we can use the safety case as a tool to identify where we are staying, what we are in need to do to control the hazards and to make sure that our risk is in the alarm region. Okay. And of course, the safety case shall be communicated either to regulator, to the operational management, facility personnel, investors, if I need to get some investors from abroad to acquire my company or to have a share, to give me some fund for improvement. Of course, I need to have a safety case, but take care, safety case writing methodology may change depending on the client or the reader of the safety case. If I'm talking to the general public, of course, I need to write my safety case in a simple way, not a very scientific way. However, if I am writing to the regulator, to the facility personnel, of course, the level of details will be different from case to another. Unfortunately, of course, as most of the process safety regulations, the main driver behind it was the incidents. And the main reasons behind the safety cases are the two incidents, which are CBSO 1976 and Paper Alpha 1982, which led to the UK safety case regime. And of course, in addition to loss of life and the injuries, the financial cost to an operator from an accident can be large. These costs can be attributed, of course, to both of cost of damage to the plant, loss of production, cleanup cost, compensation claims, financial penalties, as well as damage to the company reputation. And as we see on the slide, the huge amount of money, and by the way, they are only the direct costs of the incidents. That besides the indirect costs that didn't have not been included in the calculations. Worldwide, of course, the safety cases are more popular in the European countries, Norway, Netherlands, and of course, UK. And I hope that we are going to use it more and more here in the Middle East. Okay, then what does the safety case look like? Actually, the safety case, as per our approach here in Egypt, we have utilized this approach that the safety case contains 6 parts. The first part is an introduction, brief description about the case, what is the objective, to whom the safety case is being to be delivered, and so on. Part 2 is a facility description. What are the hazards contained in my facility, what is the process, P&IDs, PFDs, process description of the facility here. The third part is the HSE management system. How is the HSE risks are being managed? And of course, part 4, risk management. And this is the most interesting part, which contains the studies that I have done to make sure that I have the adequate safeguards in place. Part 5, the emergency response plan and how I will be responding in each case of major accidental hazards. And part 6, of course, the conclusions of the safety case and any recommendations or actions to go forward with my facility. The main tools and techniques used actually are being used to identify the hazards, to ask what could go wrong in this facility, what is the root causes, and to assess how likely can this happen and how bad will it be, and what is in place to prevent or mitigate these scenarios.
3 minutes.
Sorry?
3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course. Okay, sir. Quickly, we are going to identify the hazards using the hazard methodology based on ISO 1376. Then the major scenarios will appear, and we are going to use the barrier analysis to make a deeper analysis to our barriers, which will result in knowing what safety critical elements we have, safety critical equipment, safety critical activities, and of course the performance criteria of these safety critical elements. The safety critical elements can be hydrocarbon containment, fire and gas detection system, and so on. And the HSE or safety critical tasks can be management related or system related. How to calibrate a valve, is the valve is calibrated periodically, and whether we have procedure to calibrate or not. And of course, we also use the quantitative risk assessment to have the contours of our risks and to generate the FM curve to know our risk to the public. Okay, my last part of the safety case is to demonstrate alarm. If there is any other recommendations we need to implement, any other additional safeguards we need to implement, we need to make sure that we are still in the alarm region. So here in Egypt, we are using this qualitative method, not as UK, we are not using cost-benefit analysis, it's very quantitative. So we are asking ourselves, what is the benefit behind implementing this safeguard, and what is the effort, and using this matrix to either implement, consider, or not implement. Of course, the safety case must be complete, clear, and of course, must mention all the hazard scenarios that are expected. And of course, it needs to mention the way forward, what I shall do to keep my facility in the alarm region. And of course, it needs to be periodically reviewed. There is a lot of drivers behind reviewing the safety case, either the update in the industry standards, in the company procedures, or modification in a procedure, aging issue. All of this make us need to update our safety case. My last slide, the sum of the quality of our individual contribution to safety determines whether our colleagues live or die. So in the end of my presentation, I hope that we all will contribute in a quality way to save our lives, our colleagues' life, our environment, and our countries. And thanks again, and sorry for this very long presentation.